guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for all the love and support for watching my videos and for the 100 plus subscribers in just a span of 1 month. I'm so grateful and so happy to be part of this community. Anyway, for today's video, I'm gonna share with you my March ink selection of my pens and inks because before I change my nails, I'm gonna clean my pens with all the inks because I just realized last night that my currently inked pens are mostly out of ink. So they are all out of ink except for this Pelikan and the Ferris. So this is where I logged in my inks since last year, what I used. So in the month, and whenever a new ink or a new pen comes, I jot them down here. And then I got this stamp to use, so it really helped. So this was my last ink pens, and most of them are already running out of ink. So normally for March, I like to use green palettes, or it to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I mean, I'm not Irish, but I just love it. Every March I do that green ink pen and inks combination. So as you can see, all of my inks are already finished. So I'm gonna clean these pens and replace them with new sets of pens for March. I think I'm gonna rest mostly my gold pens, except for as usual my Vanishing point, and this I can continue using. Lamy, I always use the same ink, Tokyo Pilot, because I just seldom wash this. I mean, rinse this, fully clean, so it's still fairly new, second load of ink only. So I'm just gonna use the same ink, but the rest I'm gonna have to let them rest for a bit there. So we're back, guys, and like I said, these two workhorse pens will have the same inks, the Tsukiyo and the Atramantis. So let's reload of inks, filling of inks. So I have my reliable and dirtiest, it's washed, but yeah, towel. I just love the look of this. So if you are some kind of a OCD, sorry, but yeah, we all have this kind of towel. So let me just put this together, grab some ink. I'm not sure if you can see, guys, but so there. So with Pilot inks, you need to be careful. Even though you're washing it in running water, it can stain your hand. For this ink log notebook, since it's an A7, so the half of A6, I'm using it like the page carefully. So this is Lamy 2000 in Pilot Tokyo, and today's date is, let's just put March 1, 23. Put this pen back to my 10 gallon leather 10 case, which holds for my currently inks. So I'm sticking to 10, and for the next is the Vanishing point. So let us load this baby up. For the mechanism of this, it's a bit tricky for those of you who don't have a vanishing point. Here is our reliable towel. And so you can remove this, and I'm using a cartridge because the converter for this is really super small and annoying. So be careful when you're pulling it, you can get some inks. So how I load this is I'm getting my syringe, and see, it's finished. If you can see the cartridge is finished. So like I said, for Vanishing Point and Lamy, I'm not on a regularly cleaning them. It's as long as I use the same ink. So let's pull some inks out. So it's a bit tedious to clean these pens and dismantling and stuff like a Pelikan, but rarely I fully clean them. So after you fill the cartridge, you're gonna put the nib house back, and then just put this back, and of course you'll have to close the ink. Let's wipe it out, put the syringe on the side, and log onto our book. I'm not sure how you guys do currently ink pen videos, but I like to do real time as such. Vanishing point in the attributes. Black. For March, like I said, I'm gonna select my greens among the collections that I have. So this time, let's ink my favorite sailor, Manyo nuts. Now I'm thinking, since there's a bit of yellow, maybe we can try golden honey, or no, I'd stick to Peter Moss on this. It's a perfect combination. So yeah, this is always the love team. And I heard it's not ideal to dip directly the nib, but I'm just trying. Let's see if the ink goes bad, but so far it's my practice. I just dip them, especially for clean pens. So let's check this, babe, plug it in, closing this scary bottle, and this is Sailor. As you can see, as you can hear, is always a bit scratchy. So Sailor Manyo nuts in Ferris wheel press, Moss. By the way, this notebook is also a Tomoe River paper, so I love to swatch it in my Tomoe River papers because that is where I always use them. And next, onto our next pen, I'm gonna play with another Ferris wheel, this pen. So I'm gonna ink this up with the usual Jacobin shimmer ink. I'm scared to put it especially in my EF pens. So now let's ink this Carousel by Ferris wheel. Again, I dip the pen. Makes life easy. Dirty, But anyway, these are all water-based ink, so it's fine. So let's test this baby. I'm really wanting to get the Ferris wheel brass nib, a brass fountain pen, but then again, let's see. So see, it's really a smooth writer, and it's even immediately no hard start. Ferris wheel press. What is this? Carousel. I think this is F. Doesn't even show. Wait. Yeah, maybe it's F by the looks of it. And in the Urban. What is this? Heart Atlanta. So yeah, I don't have the best handwriting, guys, but this is for my own reference. Now, moving on to the 5th pen for March. I wanna ink this up first. My pretty Euphoria by Benu. For this, I'm gonna ink it up with it's supposed to be purple. She's always inked up with purple, but since we are to the green shades this time, let me try. So it's already clean, guys. I always store my pens clean. Let me try I want to see this cafe crema. I know this is not green, but just to balance my writing later on, if they are all green, then nothing is popping out. Can you imagine? So let's have some accent colors to our palette. So this is Robert Oster Cafe Crema, and I will still try to love this ink in a bigger nib. I'm sure Benu is a good example of bigger nib writer, so that the colors will come out. So yeah, let's move fast or else my viewers will sleep. But yeah, okay, so look at that. Benu nibs are really good if you don't have a Benu, because they really are good writer and no hard starts. So Benu, it's first time for me to ink my Benu with this shade. Cafe Crema, Euphoria pen. So let's see, another giant one, but it still has an ink. It's still inked with Rechuya. So I'm not gonna, this is TWSBI. The last time I inked this was the first purchase I got. So let me check when, if it's here. This is the Jade TWSBI Eco. See, can you see? July 5, 2022. Rechuya Sailor Shikiori. And guess what? It's still there. And guys, I write this in my journal 1 week at a time. So TWSBI, you're the best. So it's coming to my case until it's finished. Like, I don't throw inks that much. So I won't be logging it in because it was still logged as from last July. And another olive, another green is, this comes out always on March. Another candidate is the Kaweco Olive green. I think most collectors have this. It's coming in a cartridge again, but let me get my, I have a free converter for my Kaweco. So yeah, let me pull some in. again, if I catch so little, I have to do it again. So you need to make sure that your pen, your nib is clean, because it's coming back and forth inside the bottle. So again, messy part, but that's okay. So you see, I get a bit more life of Kaweco pocket pens. Why I like pocket pens? Because my hands are small and it's handy to carry anywhere. So let's see. Kaweco, also a good writer. And Jinhao is always tricky. It can come out green, it can come out brown. So this is Kaweco Sport Olive Green and Violet Jinhao. Second to the last, I'm gonna ink this Jinhao. This pen gave me 1,000 views already. And I want to try eventually if it's running dry, if she's included in my rotation. So what should we ink our Jinhao, guys? I'm gonna try this roller and creamer. So I'm getting less. So Jinhao, behave. Go again. Okay, now it's coming. So you, Jinhao, are gonna be lined up with my March rotation. So this particular Tiffany blue color doesn't really look the same color with my Dragon Palace, but let's check the writing experience. You should write. How is it? Oh, I think there is still this leftover when I dip it, but anyway, it will go off. What's this color? Out gold chrome. Jinhao 82. Yeah. Green. Not bad. Last but not the least, I want to have this mini back in my rotation. This is really a good gold nib. I mean, I don't know what is with this size or this nib, but it's better than my Pro Gear Slim. So again, it's a cartridge because Sailor gave this when we're buying, and I just normally use cartridge for my minis. So these are my Sailor cartridge for my minis. Green again, and I think this is the purple one. Yeah, purple. I've used the other one. So I have two for Sailors, and for these Kawecos and Diamond, they won't fit your Sailors. Let me check because they are tiny. See, it's a different Sailor propriety only for Sailor mini or Sailor pens. So this only goes to my Kawecos and my other pen when I travel or when I go somewhere that I don't need to bring the bottle. So yeah, for March, obviously, let's put this baby with, I got this for free, otherwise I wouldn't purchase, paying it, and I already have the bottle. So you need to, yeah, so when it's stuck, that's it, ready to go. And can't wait to share it with you guys. I normally have two of a model for a pen, So not sure why this baby is not coming, the ink. It always takes time for cartridge. So yeah, I won't keep you up so long. I will just log it on later. So this is the last and final candidate for our 10 pen for March. Okay, so yeah, all of green shades except for these two that I need for work, but overall these are my March babies. Thank you for hanging around with me today with my March currently inked, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.